What's going on, guys? Lone Driver Mike again, bringing you another video. Guys, how's it going? What's up? Hey, what's up, dude? Anyways, you know, downtown, you know how it goes. You know, people crossing the road, other people on bikes and everything. So, in this video, we're going to talk about updating the customer of delays. Now, I used to do that a lot, but I think the way I did it, it kind of annoyed people. Now, I used to text, like, before, I used to text the customer, like, every step of the way, like, hey, I'm at the restaurant now. Hey, I'm waiting for the order. Hey, I have your food now. And honestly, that's not really necessary or needed because the app automatically updates them. Like, if they call you and ask you what's up or did you receive my order, like, sometimes I've gotten, like, sometimes over you know, the past 2 years or a little more, like, I've gotten, like, random phone calls for the customer. Most of the time, it's like asking, like, oh, did you pick up my order yet? Or they're asking to, like, can you add this? Or can you make sure you get, like, can you add utensils, napkins? Can you add, like, ranch to my order? Usually, it's like, it's nothing bad. It's just like, oh, can you add this? Or can you add that? Or sometimes it's like instructions, like, oh, when you get to my house, can you please text me when you arrive? Because my husband's sleeping and, like, this is just, like, my late night snack and I don't want to wake him up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She wants to cheat on her diet, so she wants a little McDonald's or a little Jack in the Box at night. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, you will get random, like, text messages from the customer, or, like, you know, like phone calls, like telling you, like information. You know what I'm saying? Or something that they want or need, or something that you need to do specifically. You know what I'm saying? Come on, traffic. Sorry, guys. Jeez, I'm gonna go for it. So yeah, so sometimes you'll have that happen. So if you get a 6.5, if you're doing Doordash, I mean, this happens with most apps that the customer can call you, but usually it's with Doordash. With other apps, the customer never calls you, you never get bugged or notified or anything like that, so you don't have to worry. Mostly, it's usually with Doordash. I'm not sure why, but. So yeah, if you get a 650 number, it's either Doordash calling you, because sometimes, like, they say, like, oh, you have to place the order, or oh, you know, they're just asking you, make sure you get this or that, or can you double check, or whatever. They're just asking you to do something in particular with the order, or maybe when you drop it off, you have to text customer, call them up, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you'll get that, but when you get the order and you arrive and all that, let's say you're hitting traffic, and look at the delivery drop-off time. Now, this is I think the #1 reason why you get bad ratings is because you're late and missing items. Obviously, you need to check the order. So I think the top 2 reasons why you get bad ratings is because you're late and missing items. So the way to prevent that, guys, is to make sure you check the order the best you can. But other than that, that's all you can do. And late orders. Now, like, if you're late, then you're late. Like, sometimes 95% of the time, it's not even your fault. But see, the customers, they don't understand. Like, they don't know what's going on with the order, or what. Like, the other day, or what was it, yesterday or the day before, DoorDash's system, like, crashed, right? So, like, or sometimes, like, the restaurants, like, the way they get the restaurants get the orders from the DoorDash tablet. So it's like an actual physical tablet. They receive orders. Sometimes they turn off their tablet. Sometimes their tablet is not connected to their internet, you know, and they're just not receiving orders. So, like, sometimes that will happen, right? And you're like, oh man, and then you have to wait. But the customer is thinking, oh, he's going to be late. So what the heck is going on? He's taking his time, or he's messing around. So actually, a lot of times, the customers, they don't know what's going on. And what sucks about Doordash is they don't update the customer. Like, if you call Doordash and tell them to update customer, sometimes they will do it. Sometimes they will just tell you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll actually, like, go out of their way. Sometimes if you call Doordash and tell them about what's going on, they'll, like, call the restaurant and bug them and just to like confirm like you're not lying, or they need to like double check and make sure what's going on. So like a lot of times when I like call DoorDash to ask them to help me out, to like update the customer, like usually they don't even help. Like they just make it more worse and more difficult. And they're asking like, oh, this is the customer, right? And it's like, yes, this is the customer. I only have one order. And they're like, we need to confirm, and let me call the restaurant. Let me call the, you know, and it's just like, it's just a big mess. And then the customer's getting these phone calls and they don't know what's going on. And no offense to DoorDash, but a lot of DoorDash representatives, they have a thick Indian accent or a Filipino accent, because DoorDash, they outsource their call center. So like they're over here leaving, oh, the driver wanted me to let you know that it's late order, you know, and they do something about DoorDash. So the customer's like, what's going on, man? So they're just getting pissed. They're like, oh, my order's backed up, what the fuck? So that's all the customer's thinking in their mind is like, what the fuck, my order's late. And then the rest of the message they couldn't understand because they have a thick accent. They're from a different country. Like, if you don't, this is a, I mean, no offense to no religions or any race or whatever. Like, I love every race, religion. I have a lot of Asian friends. I have a lot of black friends. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't judge. But, like, when you're placing an order over the phone, or if you're trying to call the customer up and explain the situation, you should be able to, like, speak clear English with no thick accents. Like, I'm sorry, that's just my personal view. Because when the customer gets this voicemail, or they're talking to DoorDash, they're like, I can't understand you, what's going on? And the only thing they heard out of that whole conversation was, your order's late, oh, the driver, or something about the driver. So who knows? Most customers are probably like, hey, like, my order's late, oh, it's the driver's fault. But it's not the driver's fault. A lot of times, like, the orders are backed up at the restaurant, the kitchen's backed up, or the tablet crashed. So last night at Thai Canteen, they're actually a really good restaurant. I'm not talking bad about them, but I'm just saying, I'm just telling you what happened last night, because their tablet crashed or something, or they were like calling up. I don't know if they have a tablet, but supposedly something happened with their tablet, or DoorDash couldn't get through the phone lines or something. So basically, like, they didn't have the order. So, like, I had to tell the customer, like, hey, your order wasn't even received. So, like, if you don't tell your customer, like, what's going on, like, any issues, if you're going to be late, just update your customer. And, like, don't call them up. I mean, you can call them up, but believe it or not, 90% of people nowadays, they prefer text messages. I don't know why, because it's just so simple. Oh, I got a text message. Oh, hi, Mike from DoorDash. The kitchen's backed up. I greatly apologize. Their tablet was also messed up, so they're just putting your order now. Give me 20 minutes. So, like, you're letting them know, I'm sorry, your order's going to be late. But guess what? I'm giving you why your order's late. You see what I'm saying? And then, like, they see that, like, wow, this dude's actually going out of his way and letting me know. Like, I didn't get a call from DoorDash, some Filipino or Indian girl that I can't even understand. Like, the DoorDash service is great and all, but when you're getting a call from DoorDash, you can't even understand what they're saying. So it's like, okay, my order's late, but why? And then they start explaining and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, there's some words get lost in translation, because I used to call DoorDash and say, the order's late because of this reason. And then, like, they would call the customer and then, like, relay the translation or what I said, but they actually, like, misunderstood what I said. So, like, a few times, like, the customer called me mad, like, oh, you're late because they told me this and that. And I said, that's not the real reason. And they said, well, that's what DoorDash said. So I'm just like, what the heck? So it's not that I don't trust DoorDash. It's just, like, all their workers are, like, from, like, another country, and you can't understand them. And, you know, they misunderstand what I'm saying. I mean, I'm speaking clear English. You see what I'm saying? I'm speaking clear English with the American accent. So, like, I'm just telling them, like, hey, the order's backed up because, like, X, Y, and Z. This is what's going on. And then they call the customer, right? And the customer can't understand what they're saying. And even if they can understand what they're saying, the DoorDash representative tells them the wrong thing. They say, oh, he's late because, oh, this and that or whatever. And they just say whatever to just, you know what I'm saying, to satisfy me and just to clear me out. You know what I'm saying? Because once they get done with the phone calls, they just relax. They're in the call center. That's all they do is just pick up calls, pick up calls. So it's not that like they don't care, but it's just like that's just what they do all day. So I mean, they have a lack of care. Like they don't care as much. They don't care about a specific order. It's all in the computer. Like they're not out here delivering the food. They don't see what's going on. They don't see their eyes. They don't have my eyes. You see what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. So what I've been doing recently, like the past 2 weeks, like I've been actually updating the customer by myself. Like I've left DoorDash out of my mind. I haven't contacted them for no reason, unless like the restaurant's closed or something, so I can get my half payment. But that's it. Like that's the only time I contact them. So now like the other day, like I said, their tablet was down, and I just told the customer, I'm like, their tablet was down. I'm sorry, they're making the order now. And just be very simple and clear about it. Explain who you are, because sometimes people are like, what's this 650 texting me? So explain who you are. Mike, this is Mike from DoorDash. I'm your delivery driver. Because they say, oh, Mike from DoorDash. Oh, it's the representative or something. You see what I'm saying? Explain you're the delivery driver. Because then that shows like this, my driver actually went out of his way and he texted me. And he updated me on what's going on. So they actually like that. Customers actually prefer that and they like that. But don't just be like, hey, Mike from DoorDash, your order's going to be late. Sorry. And that's it. Why is it going to be late? Explain yourself. You see what I'm saying? Is there traffic? Is the kitchen backed up? You know, a lot of reasons was like the order wasn't received, the tablet was down, the system was down, they ran out of a certain item, so they had to call you back or whatever. You see what I'm talking about? So recently, like I've been updating my customers and my rating's been going up, and I haven't had no issues with no orders. I haven't been harassed by DoorDash. I haven't been harassed by the customers. My rating's been going up, and I've been getting a lot more orders now. So this is actually helping my rating, and I need to tell you guys about this. So every time your order will be delayed, so if you know your order is going to be late, like if you get to the restaurant, or even let's say before you get to the restaurant, if you know it's going to be late, like oh there's traffic, DoorDash gave me this order late, you can actually explain that. I just received your order. This is Mike from DoorDash. I just received your order. According to my rough calculations, it'll take me 5 minutes to get to the restaurant. Then I possibly have to wait another 10 minutes. Then I still have to drop you off. So I'm just throwing a ballpark number out there. Sam, Jessica, Frank, whoever your customer is. Explain it's going to be another additional 30 minutes. Or just explain your order may be late because I received this order late. The system is flawed. They changed their system and it's flawed now. I am your driver, but I just received your order. Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why. And don't blame yourself because it's not your fault. Blame the DoorDash app. If that was the reason why you're late, then blame the DoorDash app or blame DoorDash themselves. Or let's say you get to the restaurant and you're going to have plenty of time and the app says that the order should be done, and you ask the host, is my order done yet? And they say no. Ask why is it not done. Just ask. Whatever reason. Oh, we ran out of beef, we had to order more, or we ran out of this item, so we had to like make a fresh batch, or whatever. Just ask them, why is the order late? Oh, we have a lot of to-goes. Okay. As soon as you get that information, text your customer. I have arrived at the restaurant. This is Mike, your delivery driver from DoorDash. How are you? I got good news and bad news, you know, whatever. You know, your order's late, but good news is I'm here, and as soon as it's ready, I'm gonna deliver it, and it's gonna be hot. Your food's gonna be hot, fresh. It may be late, but your food's gonna be hot and fresh. It's not gonna be cold or anything like that. And see, and that's what you have to do. So that's what I've been doing, and I really highly suggest you guys to do that, because not only is it the right thing to do, not only is it because it's going to help your rating, it's the right thing to do. Like DoorDash, they have a lack of, it's not that they don't care, but they get so many orders that they can't like call up every customer and say, oh, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. And a lot of times the restaurant and DoorDash, they don't communicate with each other. They just get the order and then they just make it whenever they want. Or sometimes, like the other day, I took an order from like Buckhorn Grill. Usually they're pretty good, but they received the order, but they actually forgot to put it in. So that, like, there are a lot of times where like they didn't get the order at all. Like their tablet's off, or we don't have your order at all. I'm sorry. Like when I was at Thai Canteen, they had to look at my phone. They had to place the order over my. They had to view my phone to get the order because the tablet was down. Doordash couldn't call them up. You see what I'm talking about? So 9 out of 10 times, the driver can actually fix a lot of problems. Like, okay, here's the order, or oh, I'm late, so let me call up the customer. Let me text them, and that's how you're going to solve a lot of issues and problems. Because if you're going to be late, and it's, let's just say you're 15 minutes late, 9 out of 10 times you're going to have the customer calling Doordash. And automatically, Doordash is not going to blame the restaurant. They're going to blame you. They're going to call you up. You're over here trying to get the order ready, and they're calling you up. Now they're wasting your time, which is actually making the order even more late because you have to talk to them. You can't text and drive, or you can't call and talk to the phone and drive. So actually, you have to pull over and talk to them over the phone, which is making the order even more late. You see what I'm talking about? So you want to avoid all that crap. If you are going to be late and you know that, make sure you text the customer. Say, hey, your order's going to be late. Or, hey, they never received your order. Or, they did receive your order, but they're backed up and they forgot to put your order in. So I apologize. So, like, that's something you have to do, guys. Like, you have to contact the customer if you're going to be late. Because honestly, if I was in their shoes and I'm like sitting at my house and I'm thinking, okay, my order's going to be here at 4 p.m., right? And all of a sudden it's 4:10. I don't get a text message from the driver. I don't get no phone calls. I'm already pissed because my order's late, right? I don't care if the driver lies or DoorDash lies. It's just the fact that I'm not being updated on my order. Now, if you order from Caviar, if your order is late or running behind, you'll automatically get updated. So I don't have to, like, contact the customer in any way on Caviar. Like, Caviar, they actually care. Like, Caviar, they actually have a pretty good app, and they have some actually decent technology. Now, if you don't know what Caviar is, it's another delivery app. And they're in select cities, but they're mostly in the bigger cities in California, like San Francisco, Sacramento, Bay Area. So they're in the bigger Los Angeles, Orange County. They're in the bigger areas, but they actually care. Like, if your order is running behind, they will actually text you through the app, update you. Hey, sorry, we're running behind, but we'll let you know when the driver picked up your food. You know what I'm saying? It's automatically designed because Caviar is owned by Square, and Square is like a big, like, credit card company, or they sell those little credit card terminals, so that they deal with like payments and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they're actually really good. They have a really good app, and if you always use DoorDash for your delivery service, if you want a better service, I highly suggest you to use Caviar. Now, you can get $5 off your first order if you use my code. It's not my code, but it's the Caviar code. Order Cav5. ORDERCAV and the number 5. Not FIVE, but the number 5. One word, capital letters, and then 5. Order Cav5. You'll get $5 off your first order. Now, the reason why I like Caviar is, like I said, they update you. They update the customer if you're running behind. Now, with DoorDash, you have to contact the customer. You have to contact the customer yourself. Don't go through DoorDash. Don't go through support. Don't call up DoorDash. Just text the customer. Don't even call the customer. No need to call them up and bug them, whatever they're doing. Just send a text message. They might be busy. They might be at their office. They might be having a meeting. They'll probably be able to check it within the next 5 minutes. Or maybe they're on the toilet, or maybe they're taking a shower. So never call the customer. I mean, when you arrive at let's just say you arrive at the house and, like, you can't get in and it's locked. I mean, I guess you can call them up, or you could still text. Like, believe me, calling the customer, it kind of annoys them. So just text the customer, say, hey, Mike from DoorDash, your order will be late because of X, Y, and Z. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And most people want, like, an ETA. Like, when will you be at my house? Now, you're not perfect. You're not going to be perfect, obviously. Say, hey, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to give you a ballpark number, because I got to wait 10 minutes for the order. and then put in their address for the GPS. Okay, it's going to take me 10 minutes to get there. So just, you know, give an extra 5 minutes just in case, you know, because you might be wrong, you know. So let's say about 20 minutes. So just say 25 minutes. Or if it's going to take you 15, let's say 5 minutes, just say, okay, roughly about 15 minutes. Just give them like a little extra wiggle room. So you know, like if you're over 10 minutes, you're like, oh man, you know, I'm going to be here in the next 5 minutes. I told them 10 minutes, I'm going to be here in 15 minutes. So always give them like an extra 5 minutes. So if you're late, like tell them the reason why you're late. Tell them who you are. Identify yourself. This is Mike from Doordash. I'm your delivery driver. I'm updating you. I'm updating your order. Your order will be late because of this reason. Okay, cool. And then once you know when you'll get to their house, update them. I will be there in roughly 10 minutes. I will be there in roughly 15 minutes. And give them an ETA, because then they know what's going on. They're like, okay, I know I'm going to get my food at this time. It's late, but you're updating them. You're telling them, why is it late, and when am I getting my order? Is it 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late? It doesn't matter. At least they know what's going on, and they know when they're going to receive their order and eat it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you got to do it now. Update your customer. Your customer is going to be happy. DoorDash is going to be happy. The customer is going to be happy. You're going to be happy. Everyone's going to be happy. Tips are going to go up. Ratings are going to go up. Everything's going to be good. So always show, it just shows that you actually care about your job. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're late, always update the customer. Always text them and tell them what's going on. So that's all. That's my only advice for today, guys. I want to thank you for watching my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And guys, it's about 4:07 now. I'm going to maybe get back to dashing. I might eat a little something. I'm not sure. But anyways, guys, thanks again. I appreciate your support. Like, comment, subscribe. Please share this video. Like I said, you know, I'm trying to get 4,000 hours of watch time and also 1,000 subscribers. So guys, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. And guys, until next time, thank you so much. Peace out and adios. Stay fresh.